Remember the sunny days in the 60s when a little boat named the Minnow set sail for a 3-hour tour? Instead, 7 people ended up stranded on a tiny island full of laughs and adventures. Gilligan's Island brought us endless joy with its quirky castaways. But time has passed. Now, in 2026, let's look back at the stars who made it unforgettable. Who knew a simple comedy would still warm our hearts today? Phil Silvers joined Gilligan's Island as the blustery Hollywood producer Harold Hecuba in the classic episode The Producer. He was born in 1911 and already a legend from The Phil Silvers Show, where he played the scheming Sergeant Bilko. Interestingly, his own production company, Gladossia, actually produced the entire series, making this guest spot a unique what-if moment. At around 55 during filming, he crash-landed on the island scouting talent and watched the castaways stage a hilarious musical version of Hamlet. It turned one episode into one of the most beloved in TV history, ranked among the greatest by TV Guide. Phil Silvers passed away on November 1, 1985, at the age of 74, from natural causes related to heart issues after a stroke years earlier. His legacy lives on through unforgettable roles that showcased his genius for comedy. He left behind a career full of Broadway theater, films, and television that influenced generations. On a personal note, Phil was married twice and had 5 children from his first marriage. He remained a beloved figure in entertainment, known for his warmth off-screen, despite his larger-than-life characters. Vito Scotti brought endless variety to Gilligan's Island with his recurring guest appearances. Born in 1918, he played memorable characters like the Japanese sailor who thought World War II was still on, a mad scientist, Dr. Boris Balinkoff, and a Russian cosmonaut. In his late 40s and early 50s during filming, he delivered over-the-top accents and comic energy that lit up the episodes. One interesting fact is that Vito Scotti was one of the few actors to play multiple wildly different roles on the show, often in exaggerated caricatures, which was unusual for the era and added such fun to the isolated island stories. It was like having a one-man repertory company drop by. Vito Scotti passed away on June 5, 1996, at the age of 78 from lung cancer. His legacy shines through countless guest spots on shows like The Godfather, Columbo, and Get Smart, where his charm and versatility made him a favorite. He built a long career in character acting that spanned decades. On a personal note, Vito was married and had a family who cherished his humor and kindness away from the cameras. He left behind warm memories for fans who still smile at his island antics. Bob Denver captured our hearts as the lovable, clumsy Gilligan. Born in 1935, he was about 29 when the series began, bringing wide-eyed innocence and endless mishaps to the island. His red shirt, white bucket hat, and good-natured bungling made every episode brighter. One interesting fact is that Bob Denver fought behind the scenes to ensure the professor and Mary Ann got equal billing in the opening credits by threatening to have his name listed last otherwise. It was a quiet stand for fairness that showed his thoughtful side beyond the comedy. Bob Denver passed away on September 2, 2005, at the age of 70 from complications of lung cancer. His legacy endures as the heart of Gilligan's Island, a role he embraced with warmth even after typecasting. He continued in revivals and voice work, sharing joy with fans. On a personal note, Bob was married 3 times and had 4 children, including a son who appeared as young Gilligan in a dream sequence. He remained a kind, gentle man, loved by family and admirers alike. Alan Hale Jr. was the big-hearted skipper, always calling Gilligan Little Buddy. Born in 1921, he was around 43 when the show started, using his booming voice and kind nature to balance the chaos. Son of famous actor Alan Hale Sr., he brought natural warmth to the role. One interesting fact is that he once broke his arm falling from a coconut tree during filming, but hid the injury for weeks to avoid delaying production, showing his dedication and good humor on set. Hale Jr. passed away on January 2, 1990, at the age of 68 from thymus cancer. His legacy lives on through the Skipper, a fatherly figure in countless reruns and revivals. He reprised the role in animated series and TV movies, spreading laughter for decades. On a personal note, Alan was married multiple times and had children who remembered his generosity. He even ran a restaurant where he greeted fans as the Skipper, bringing island joy to real life. Jim Backus charmed us as the millionaire Thurston Howell III, always ready with a quip and a teddy bear. Born in 1913, he was about 51 when the series launched, voicing the snooty yet endearing character with perfect timing. Famous already as Mr. Magoo, he added depth to the pompous role. One interesting fact is that Thurston Howell was based on an earlier radio and TV character, Hubert Updike III, that Jim played decades before, making it a full-circle what-if moment of wealth gone silly on a desert island. Jim Backus passed away on July 3, 1989, at the age of 76 from pneumonia complicated by Parkinson's disease. His legacy includes iconic voices and roles that defined comedy for generations. He reprised Mr. Howell in reunions despite health challenges. On a personal note, Jim was married twice and had children who treasured his wit and kindness. He left a world richer with laughter from both animation and live action. Natalie Schafer was elegance itself as Lovey Howell, the gracious millionaire's wife. Born in 1900, she was in her mid-60s during filming, yet performed stunts and kept up with the physical comedy without complaint. Her refined manner contrasted beautifully with the island chaos. One interesting fact is that Natalie kept her true age a secret for years, even from her husband, insisting on privacy in an era when actresses often hid their years, showing her independent spirit behind the glamour. Natalie Schafer passed away on April 10, 1991, at the age of 90 from natural causes. Her legacy is that of a poised, talented actress who brought class to every scene and longevity to her craft. She reprised Lovey in specials with grace. On the personal note, Natalie was married once to Louise and had no children, but formed close bonds with castmates. She lived a private, dignified life, cherished by those who knew her warmth. Tina Louise shone as the glamorous movie star Ginger Grant. Born in 1934, she was 30 when the series began, bringing beauty, sophistication, and a touch of Hollywood flair to the island. Her red hair and elegant dresses stood out among the castaways. One interesting fact is that Tina Louise was initially reluctant to take the role, fearing typecasting, but she accepted after reading the script and later became one of the few who distanced herself from reunions to pursue serious acting, showing her strong, independent spirit even back then. Tina Louise is still with us in 2026 at the age of 92. She has lived a long, vibrant life, focusing on writing, activism, and occasional acting roles, including theater and guest spots. Her legacy includes breaking barriers as a serious actress beyond the glamour image. On a personal note, Tina has been married once and has one daughter whom she adores. She remains a private yet graceful figure, admired for her enduring elegance and quiet strength. Russell Johnson was the brilliant, resourceful professor, always inventing gadgets from coconuts and vines. Born in 1924, he was 40 when filming started, using his calm intelligence to solve every crisis. A World War II veteran, he brought quiet authority to the role. One interesting fact often joked about by Russell himself is that the professor could build nearly anything from island materials, yet he never figured out how to patch the hole in the boat or build a seaworthy raft, leaving the castaways stranded despite his genius. Russell Johnson passed away on January 16, 2014, at the age of 89 from natural kidney failure. His legacy is that of the thoughtful problem solver who inspired fans to think creatively. He wrote a memoir, shared stories from the set, and stayed connected with admirers. On a personal note, Russell was married 3 times and had children, including a daughter from his first marriage. He was remembered as a kind, gentle man with a sharp mind and warm heart. Dawn Wells won hearts as the sweet, wholesome Mary Ann from Kansas. Born in 1938, she was 26 when the show launched, bringing innocence, charm, and farm girl practicality to the group. Her pigtails and gingham dresses became iconic. One interesting fact is that Dawn was a former Miss Nevada who originally studied chemistry in college, intending to become a doctor or a pediatric surgeon, but switched to theater after discovering the drama club, making her natural warmth the perfect contrast to Ginger's glamour. Dawn Wells passed away on December 30, 2020, at the age of 82 from complications of COVID-19. Her legacy endures as the kind, caring soul who represented home and simplicity amid the chaos. She embraced the role in reunions, wrote cookbooks, and supported charities. On a personal note, Dawn never married but had close friendships with the cast, especially Tina, and remained beloved by fans for her genuine kindness throughout her life. Thanks for watching this look back at the Gilligan's Island cast then and now in 2026. These wonderful actors gave us so many happy memories. If these stories warmed your heart, please give a like and subscribe for more nostalgic journeys. Until next time, may your days be filled with laughter and good company.